Day 7. We are in Lititz, Pennsylvania at the Millport Conservancy. Today is a field trip day, essentially.
So right off the bat, Matt foraging right at the base of the trail before we even get walking. Look out for the sign!
We had an awesome day at Millport Conservancy where they spent, 20 million digging, restoring this creek to some random year that was chosen in the 1700s, which we were taught was, the science used for it was now out of date. Sadly, even though it's beautiful, it's not.
Yeah, they're missing beavers.
Sound.
We listened to nature for a few minutes.
Try to identify as many sounds as possible with their eyes closed.
Which you would be surprised how many sounds there are when you close your ears.
Yeah.
And then Wilson took us out and had a brief discussion on just the things that you can eat and shouldn't. Grass is edible but not digestible. It's a lesson that I've learned.
Right.
Trapping here, who's teaching us really simple traps for catching smaller animals like mice.
Take this, flip that.
Some sweet skills were learned and observed that day.
Matt and Ari intently watching, deeply fascinated by this.
Very simple trap. It's actually complicated.
And then it was choose your own adventure portion of the day, which is really difficult to choose.
I wanted to do all of them so bad. I was so mad.
This was tree identification and forest type identification with Ben.
This was plant spirituality and ethics
Yeah.
with Robin.
Really inspiring. We learned about 7 or 8 different plants that has super medicinal benefits, and they're found
As weeds, really.
Yeah.
We built a shelter with Wilson, just simple sticks and grasses folded over the sides. It was awesome.
Super easy to make.
Yeah, really empowering feeling.
And then I was involved in the long-term survival strategies. We learned how to use a throwing stick at the beginning. And here is Andrew Horn just destroying this bucket.
Yeah, man.
And then a handmade bow and arrow made relatively fast, honestly. It was
Crushed
amazing.
it.
Just
Absolutely
nails that shot.
nailed it. And then I learned about arrow fetching. Fletching, excuse me. And one thing about those feathers, you have to choose a feather from both wings of the bird or it will not fly correctly.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
We all ended up in different classes, so we were able to share things with each other too, which is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we love you, Robin. Our teachers have been amazing. I'm so grateful for each one of them.
Day 9, everyone.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going? It's a rainy one.
The video people are dwindling.
We are at Susquehanna
We're trying to keep
Apothecary.
you updated.
Yes.
So this was Acorn and Rose, and they were talking about regenerative cultures and pattern languages, and it was really profound and insightful. And we also did pair shares, which helped us feel really connected with one another as well. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day, somewhat emotional and inspiring.
Their energy made me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we checked out these pattern language cards.
A bunch of note cards that you can make at home yourself, and they have different phrases and suggestions and ideas related to different topics.
Self-care,
How
food.
can we,
And then we did a regenerative
appeal
business
earnestly
talk.
and contextualize our work within why we do our work. If we're applying our lives and energies toward whatever it is we're applying them to, there's probably a reason.
And once again, it's time for Choose Your Own Adventure Time, also known as the most difficult decision of the day.
Right.
Yeah, so there's beekeeping with Ben. There's more regenerative cultures conversation with Acorn and Rose.
Bunch of check-ins. Micro farming with Ben and Wilson.
Plant conversations with Robin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this beekeeping, this is the one that I went to.
These are Robin's her favorite plants and why that I took
So
part
cute.
in. It was great.
Yeah.
Box. Really quickly, like within hours, those bees realize that they don't have a queen anymore, and they'll feed royal jelly to some of the eggs, and then within a few days they have a new queen, and then they're a new colony, and so that's how you can manage.
Micro farming with Ben and Wilson was really informative. We learned that we could plant a lot of stuff in a small space and be really productive.
Tyler's sexy notes.
Those are good looking.
I really enjoyed writing them.
So like synergistic ag and biointensive ag have a lot of overlap with each other, but are different approaches to the microfarming.
Seems like you can combo them too.